was to actually have some business advisors who became accredited, steady accredited business advisors, actually delivering business advice here. Another one of the objectives is that we bring that thing together with mainstream support. That is the main sort of traditional agencies who give business support. So the idea today was evidence that we had mainstream providers and we had community organizations, ACMA-based community organizations, actually working together.
I think it's an excellent event, and the partnership approach is a good one, and I think that the more that we can bring people together and discuss opportunities and ways forward for them as individuals if they want to go the business route, or for them, you know, setting up in partnership with others to deliver things. So it's a good route and one I'd recommend.
We can encourage community organisations to be more enterprising, to be more dynamic, and to imbibe entrepreneurial skills and principles in developing themselves organisationally, and also, where possible, looking at enterprise or business opportunities that they might get involved in.
One of the things that, you know, we're very keen to do as a local authority is make the most of all the different communities that make up this borough, and it's what makes it a fantastic place to live. Some of the time we just operate in our own little field and we don't talk to each other enough, and realise how business advisors, for example, have got important information, skills, advice that they can give to, you know, perhaps voluntary groups. We are trying to stimulate business growth, and that might be new businesses that want to start up, and everyone should have you know, an equal chance of doing that. They might start off as an Afghan business, for example, but then they might realise that actually what they're doing fits very well with a Somali business that's just down the road. And, you know, going back to one of the questions you asked me earlier, that actually bringing all those people in contact with each other actually enables better things, you know, better outcomes.
You will see that we had a Somali woman called Tanshile, who is employed by the Peeps Community Center, giving business advice, conducting a workshop for Somali people. We have Suan, the Vietnamese business advisor, giving support to Vietnamese people who want to consider the business route. We have workshops in those languages, in Somali, in Vietnamese, in Cantonese. It's empowering different communities in London and hopefully in the UK to support enterprise within their own community.
Our project is very much about taking enterprise at the heart of communities. But in order to do that effectively, we also need to build bridges so that the community-based business advisors are also working hand in hand with mainstream business advisors, such as those people from Simple Business Solution or Business Link. So today you are seeing here, and I'm seeing here in the same roof, people from all of those organizations, from community sector, from the local authority, and from business support organizations. So it is very, very crucial that more events like this take place. And if I just may add that today also we are witnessing how successful this type of activities can be in making sure that all of these sections of the community come together for the single purpose of providing better services to local people.
My name is Gavin Barlow. I'm Chief Executive of the Albany at Deptford. The Albany is an art centre. It's a community art space that's been around for about 25 years. It was a failing organisation essentially. And really what I've been talking about is how we've managed to successfully turn that around and change our business models so that, as well as using funding and fundraising, how we've learnt to be more flexible and develop strands of earned income. As well as using space, we've been able to use that expertise to sell on. For instance, we produce At the moment, we're production managing a couple of tours for different theatre companies. So as well as supporting other organisations to do what they want to achieve, we're supporting that, but also bringing in extra earned income into our core of our operation.
My name's Yvonne Phillip, I'm the Director of Artifacts Edutainment. We're a social enterprise that uses the expressive nature of the arts to address personal, social, health and educational issues in the community. Additional support that we need is in terms of further business planning, really sitting down and looking at what we've done well, what hasn't done so well, looking at new markets that we can tap into, sorting out marketing strategies, things like that. This type of event is really great in that, and it's fantastic that Simple Business Solutions has provided this event, because when you're running an organisation, it's very difficult to find the time to go out and get that business support. When you know you can just come here for an afternoon or a day, and all the providers are there, it's fantastic for us to be able to take the information, read it, digest it, and then go to that relevant organisation that's best for us.
What kind of love? What kind of love? I think one of the significant things about today is this. There seemed to be kind of like a river between the community and voluntary sector, which are non-profit organizations, and the business support sector, profit-oriented organizations. And the business support sector is seen in some senses, and justifiably so, as profit-making, as teaching people to make profit, as opposed to teaching people to serve the community. And because of two different kind of agendas that are on stream now, one which is called the simplification agenda, which is reducing the number of business support schemes nationwide, and the change-up agenda, where the government is encouraging community organizations and voluntary organizations to become more enterprise active. I thought it is simply enlightened self-interest to get both those types of organizations together in the same room, to start talking, to start working out how can they work together, how they can help each other in the best interests of their client. Because whether when you're a community or social organization, probably you don't deal in profit, you deal in surpluses. But if you're going to be a stronger organization, not knowing how to plan for next year because we're not sure of what funding and if funding and how much funding has come, by being more enterprise active, I feel that the community organizations and the voluntary sector organizations can become stronger.